starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Jaguars will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So South Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Harbor. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To throw, it's Sellers. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. Grab near the sticks. It's Harbor. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So South Alabama's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The play-action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw. It's Davenport. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Tries again to get it in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Catch in the middle. It's Gibbs. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. they're going to run it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. On the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Jaguars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Caught near the sticks. It's Bullock. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
The Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And the Jaguars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just a short pass to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Jaguars line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the sideline. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air, it's Davenport. With the catch, it's Scott. And he'll be brought down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On the run, fires downfield. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Runs through a tackle. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Got it, looking for the first down. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they got it at the 33.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
The Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Gamecocks have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Back to pass, it's Davenport. Got it in the middle, it's Gibbs. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Jaguars can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
The Jaguars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bullock. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
To the air, it's Davenport. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Jaguars trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Alabama!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Harbor. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him.
Oh, he's got some space. Hard-hitting tackle. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Complete to start this drive. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Jaguars will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. He'll heave it deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man. It's Jacobs.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they hadn't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Back to throw, it's Davenport. And they can't make the play on third down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They put the ball on the ground the last time they had it. Still up by double figures, but an opportunity to build on that lead was missed. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Caught in the backfield. It's Bennett. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Huge loss on the play. It's a turnover on downs.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Back to throw, it's Davenport. Finds his big tight end. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. The Jaguars send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. Handoff to the single back. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Firing to the right, complete. On the sweet spin, and he's free. And he's dragged down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding getting them time to throw.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snags it over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is on its way. And the returner will be dragged down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Bennett. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Sellers. Flips it out on the screen. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll toss it to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
2nd down coming up.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Loss of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Sellers. Using the quick game. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands. Let him do the rest.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And, man, this kicker is now 0 for 3 in this game, and you got to wonder what his confidence is like right now. He's cost his team 9 points so far.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic of how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Going right to work up top. Complete to the left. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. It's complete. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. You know, the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Jacobs. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with the lone back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out.
He's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. To attempt the try. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
To throw, it's Davenport. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
The Jaguars decide to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown. Turning it on. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
If I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run the option. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, let's not make football hard. Quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Caught over the middle. It's Hunt. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
For what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and delete the clock.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Punt is in the air. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Back to throw, it's Davenport. Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
The Jaguars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They booted away on 4th down. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
43-yard line. Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game.